The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Manning. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Bulldogs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch.
There he goes! And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Caught behind the line. It's Pittman. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Bulldogs in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. There's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Sowell. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Connection to the right. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Holstein. That's reeled in, it's Sowell. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pittman. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll run play action. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, a lot of space. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks. And
picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Dropping back, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Running to the left. Turning it on. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Pittman. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Rushes on him. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown Longhorns! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blocking.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll try the run. He was able to get it out to the 17-yard line, but a fourth down is coming. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Bringing the heat. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Under fire. He lost one down the sideline. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today.
The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Glover. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Power football with the run. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wingo. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. It's Manning. The sure hands. It's Washington. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Quickly out to the tight end. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for a crease. It's Baxter. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional throw.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. This time on target. And he'll be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires to the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Coming out with it, it's Evans. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Hauls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Mississippi State going up tempo. Wants to throw it. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Rides the back on the option to give. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Good timing on the quick out. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Sowell. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Pocket breaking down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's past the 30. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll try to pop the draw. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly to run it back, turn, throw it really, really quickly, and you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
Got a man. It's Lockett. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Holstein. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. And back to the air on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked